Hey guys, it's Fisayo here, and I'm the kind of person that likes to watch a ton of product reviews before I buy a product, which is why I started this channel and which is why most of you are probably watching this channel. I'm also a graphic designer, and if you've noticed in my videos, I'm always particular about the design of the phones. That being said, and for all these reasons, I bought the 2017 MacBook Pro with Touchpad, which was released a little over 2 months ago silently by Apple. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel down below, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on the future videos. Without further ado, let's get to the video. The first thing I'll be talking about is the screen. Viewing angles on the Mac is certainly one to look out for. The screen can be very bright and saturated, and also the flares from outdoor light doesn't even affect the screen. With regards to build quality, this laptop is so well built, and the finish is highly commendable. The MacBook Pro comes in at about 1.5 centimeters thick, and to give you some context, the base of the MacBook is just as thin as the iPhone 6s. Also, Apple introduced a new space gray color to the MacBook Pro lineup, and that's what I bought. In terms of the capacity of this computer, I got the highest specs which I could go for, and this comes in at about 2.9 GHz Intel Core i7 processor, which could be turbo boosted to 3.9 GHz. It's capped out at 16GB RAM and a combined 5.5GB video RAM, that's 4GB dedicated graphics card and 1.5GB Intel graphics card. And the SSD on here is 512GB, but you can go as high as 1 or 2 TB. The major difference between the 2016 and 2017 MacBook Pros are seen in the processor and the dedicated graphics unit. The 2017 MacBook Pro comes with a Kaby Lake processor, which is an upgrade from the Skylake processor on the 2016, which promises better battery life. While the dedicated graphics on the 2017 is a Radeon 560, which is an upgrade from the 2016 550, and it also supports the 4GB video RAM. Other than that, you have pretty much the same specs which you've gotten, but I felt these were necessary improvements to this lineup. Now, with the thinness of the MacBook Pro also comes some sacrifices you're going to be making. Right from the 2016 model, Apple has already ditched all the regular or standard ports you get, and there are only 5 ports throughout this laptop. You have 4 USB-C ports, 2 on each side and a headphone jack. And to access the laptop through these ports, you're going to be using dongles. I got a display dongle with a USB 3. I also got 2 USB to USB-C dongles, and then I got a dongle for the SD card, making a total of 4 dongles to go with this, which I would need for the most part. These seem to me like ports I've lost because I didn't really have any USB-C devices to plug into this naturally. However, this is the dongle life and the trade-off for a slick device that you're getting for this MacBook Pro. Typing on the MacBook Pro with a new keyboard style has been a breeze. At first I wasn't liking how flat these keys were, but I started to adjust to the keystrokes, and I think this was designed to help you get to the next key faster as opposed to the extra effort you get, in a mechanical keyboard with deeper travel, and these keys could actually be loud as well. One thing that is noteworthy here and very obvious in your face is the trackpad of the Mac when you see it. For size comparisons, the iPhone 6s can fit perfectly into the trackpad with some space left around it, and the Infinix Note 4, which is a huge device, takes up the entire breadth of the trackpad. One of my favorite features on here is unlocking the MacBook with Touch ID on the touch bar. Unlocking the Mac was snug, and I even tweeted about it. You can also unlock the MacBook with the Apple Watch, which I found to be super fast and convenient. My initial concern was that this wouldn't be as secure as I thought, but it actually works and it's seamless, sending a vibration when you unlock your device. The touch bar has been very useful for me in apps like Safari when you're able to switch between tabs and open new tabs without having to move the mouse or make another keystroke. It's not a super huge feature per se, but it's just cool to know it's there. I personally am a very huge Chrome user, and the functionality on the touch bar is very limited in Chrome. You can only just open a new tab or open a new search bar, and you can also bookmark and do some other little things, but it's not just as major as Safari. One feature of the touch bar I really loved were the history states to toggle in Photoshop. As you already could tell, the touch bar is context aware, hence all the supported apps have something in there for you to use. In Photoshop, I could easily toggle history state, and this was super useful, and the thumbnails on the touch bar really helped a lot. As I said before, it's not an end-all be-all or a game changer per se, and it will also take some little getting used to. I didn't really find some of the features as useful as the history states, but it's also cool to know that you have a second option because in Photoshop and even most Adobe apps, there's more than one way to do anything. So my previous laptop actually had a subwoofer, and listening to the sounds on this Mac beat that out by miles. They do sound better in my opinion, and here's what it sounds like. standing outside waiting for you. Overall, you're getting a great computer, if you're already invested in the Apple ecosystem. The seamless synchronization between iOS, macOS, and watchOS is there. Performance-wise, I had no issues regarding tasks I threw at it. And yeah, having moved from a Windows laptop to a Mac with the faster SSD, I'm able to transfer like a 6GB file in less than 1 minute, which is very impressive to say the least. So overall, only you can decide for the money you're spending what this costs to you. This model costs about $3,000, which is over ₦1 million, and depending on what you create, depending on what you're going to be doing with this, you decide if it's enough value for your money. That's pretty much it for this video. Do let me know what you think in the comment section below, and do let me know if you think there's anything I missed. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.